Hi guys, I'm Jay living in Seoul. Let's study Korean together. The album Map of the Soul 7 was released. This album is about the inner side of human beings. To explore the inner side, they adapted the main concepts from Jung's analytic psychology, like persona, shadow, and ego. Ego is the center of consciousness. Persona is that people act properly, according to their physical and social environment. Shadow is the part of the personality that had been suppressed by cognitive or emotional dissonance. What ego consciousness rejects becomes shadow. What it positively accepts and identifies with and observes into itself becomes a part of itself and of the persona. Life is the journey of the ego to find out real me, the self, by integrating the persona and shadow. So this whole album is a kind of map hinting you how those things work, with the songs like Intro Persona, Interlude Shadow, and Outro Ego. Intro Persona shows the question about who I am. Art is questioning if these personas are real me or just masks he put on. And this song, Interlude Shadow, they recognizes the shadow. This song is describing the situation of the conversation between the ego and the shadow. If life is the journey of the ego, looking for the self, this song looks like the moment that the ego encounters the shadow.
I wanna be rapped. I wanna be the top. I wanna be a rockstar.
Up to this point, he didn't recognize the shadow would come over to him. 고개 is the back of the neck. 숙여보니 consists of 숙이다 plus 보다. 숙이다 means bow, bend down. 보다 is see, look, and it also can be try to, get to. So it means look down. This is the moment the ego found the shadow. You can see the words which show the fear of inside. 두려워, 무섭지, 외로운지. The basic form of 두려워 is 두렵다. It means afraid, scared. The basic form of 무섭지 is 무섭다. It means terrified. The basic form of 외로운지 is 외롭다. It means lonely. When Yoongi saw his shadow, all these emotions are what Yoongi felt. It looks like the ego is being overwhelmed by shadow. This is the moment the ego found the shadow. Now the ego is being overwhelmed by shadow. Now the ego is being persuaded by shadow. He is conscious of and afraid of the shadow now.
Please don't let me shine. Don't let me down. Don't let me fly.
Now he is totally about to be overwhelmed. Before these lyrics, the ego found just the existence of the shadow, but now this is the moment the ego faces the shadow. Till here, the speaker was the ego. The subject of the sentence was 나, I, but from now on, the speaker of this song is switched to the shadow. The shadow is calling the ego, 너, you. The voice of the shadow starts. In this sentence, the person who is hesitating is no more 나, I, but 너, you. 웃어봐 is like try to smile. This is kind of subtly rude and blunt nuance. 울던가 is also a sort of attentive expression. It looks like the shortened form of 울려면 울든가. It means if you want to cry, then cry. Or 울든가 말든가. Cry or whatever. So actually, the shadow seems apathetic and is scolding the ego sarcastically. The next lyrics are like, the way he expresses is very sarcastic. He affirms you can never take just advantages without cost. Let's move on to the next lyrics. Take a close look at the end of sentence. Did you find the difference of the ending between two? The last part of these lyrics were translated the same, but the nuance is subtly different. Both of 알겠니 and 알겠지 are interrogative forms, but the difference is that 알겠니 is always used as the interrogative form, but 알겠지 can be used as a declarative form. It includes more possibilities that you already knew. If you use 알겠지 with rising intonation, it means do you know? But if you use this with falling intonation, it means you might know or you already knew. As the story progresses, the existence of the shadow becomes clear, and this song tells you the shadows always exist as long as the personas shine regardless of whether you realized. At a glance, it may sound negative, but this is the first step for discovering the true self. You can find this through songs like On or Alter Ego or the whole album. If you are curious about the nuance of the lyrics or if you have any other questions, please leave a comment below. Please hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you.